HS people, hope everyone's having a really good week. I have just had a delivery come and I thought it would be a really good opportunity to try and do my kind of first unboxing style of videos. In my current filmmaking light kit, I have one Aputure Nova, one Aputure 300D Mark 1, two Aputure 120D Mark 2s, and a couple of Aputure MCs. I have, however, sold my Aputure 300D Mark 1, but we're just waiting for lockdown to ease so we can, exchange and all that stuff. With this kind of lighting setup, I'm usually good to go on most projects, but recently more than ever, I find myself needing more lights and more power. So I bought an Aputure 600D. Now, this light is really, really bright. It's currently on 0.01%. And the 600D and my Aputure Nova are pretty much gonna become my go-to lights that I take on most jobs, pretty much all jobs, because they're just so easy to set up, especially compared to the 300D Mark 1 that I've got. The double ballast thing is just annoying. There's just cables everywhere. The fan in there is just really loud. So yeah, I'm really actually super excited to use this and put it through its paces. Because I've sold my 300D Mark 1, I also need a replacement for that. So I've ordered a 300D Mark 2, but because of COVID and lockdown and whatever, demand is high, but supply is low, and it's really annoying. But yeah, I've got it on order. I'm just waiting for it to come. In the meantime though, I've actually bought two Amaran 200Ds, and these may replace my Aputure 120D Mark 2s on some specific shoots. First impressions though is that they're definitely more plastic than the rest of my kit. I try and buy things that are gonna, last a long time, but the price point of these, I've got them for like 300 quid. I just couldn't turn that down, so I was like, I'll add it to my arsenal. On the jobs that require extra lighting, I can take these along. But the main benefit of having all of these lights now is that instead of using a remote, like I would on my 300D Mark 1 and my 120D Mark 2s, is I can now control all of these three lights behind me just from my phone. So if I wanted to turn all the fixtures off, I could. The only light now is currently on is my 120D Mark II that I'd have to control through the little remote here. But yeah, just whack them back on. Super easy stuff, especially because when I'm on set by myself, it's just a lot longer having to go over, adjust the light, come back over to the camera, check the output, blah, 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 blah. When I'm using my Nova on the side as link cap as well, super easy. It just helps the shoot flow a lot better. The main tripod I own is this Sapka Flowtech, and it's got an FSB6 head on it. I love this tripod, it saves my back a hell of a lot. All that bending down just isn't for me anymore since I've got this. However, my B-cam setup, which is usually my Canon R5, my Atomos Ninja as a monitor, and my Canon 7200, is a little bit too heavy for my B-cam sticks, which is my older Manfrotto tripod legs with an MV something 500 head on it. Yeah, there's just a lot of wobble, so I've been in the market for a while now for a B-cam set of sticks. So I've been sent this Manfrotto Nitrotech 612 carbon fiber fast tripod. That's a mouthful, but it's pretty much the exact same design as the Flowtech, where it's a clip at the top. You can push it down to whatever height you want it at and then clip it in place without having to bend down to screw or twist anything like that. The Manfrotto one that we've got here has the exact same kind of design. If I lock that off there, if I lock that off there, it will stay there. I don't need to bend down and adjust anything else. We'll leave that there for now. I have been sent this tripod by a kit supplier who's going to be launching in the next few weeks. I can't say too much, but there's definitely some exciting things to come. But yeah, back to the point. They've sent me this tripod to use it and test it in real world scenarios on my shoots, and just to make it clear, there's no affiliation here whatsoever. And the last box that we have is this one. Just a few pieces of grip in here. So we'll start off with two big bend clamps. I bought these purely because I use a goalpost rig quite a lot. If you haven't already, go and check out the video I made with my brother at Man Made Furniture and you can see how I go about using big bends to make a goalpost rig with a scaffolding pole. And as a part of that same video that I made, in that video I used a Mattellini clamp, but what I would have usually used is a barrel clamp. Now, what this does, it clamps around the scaffolding pole in there, you clamp it in there, and then what you do is throw the light through here, lock it in with this, and then you've got a little pin to secure it in place. So yeah, much better for an actual goalpost rig. I would always use this rather than Mattellini, good because there's another level of security. And then if you haven't seen the video where I took this picture in my flat, make sure you do, because I show how I use this gaffer clamp. Now, I borrowed a gaffer clamp from my gaffer Riaz, and I just thought these are great, so I kind of went ahead and bought two. Now, these are going to be really beneficial for when I'm doing products. Really wanted them for a long time, but Riaz genuinely persuaded me when I borrowed his. So that's kind of it for this unboxing video. I've got loads of kit on order still, loads of stuff for the studio that's still in the build, and I'm hoping that when the rest of the kit comes, I'll be able to talk about the kit supplier that I buy all my kit from and how they help me in the relationship I have with them, and also how I'm hoping that they can help anyone watching these videos too. For now though, I've got to pack all this new kit away, get rid of all the boxes, and then I've got to pack for my shoot tomorrow morning where I'm going to be using my 600D and my two Amaran lights. So if you haven't already, please go and hit that subscribe button, and peace.